Hello students, it's been long since we have made this lecture, but now we'll try to increase the frequency of video session. Still we are in first chapter only. Till now we have completed the concepts about electric field due to a point charge, electric field due to a system of point charge. And now we are moving on with the topic which comes under this only, and that is nothing else but electric dipole. Now there are many questions you will see that are related to electric dipole, and we'll have to discuss them all out. The first question that arises in our mind is that what we mean by electric dipole. From name itself, it is quite clear. Dipole means it is a system of two poles. Two poles means we are having system of two charges, 2 point charges. One out of that point charge is negative and second charge is positive. So these are the two charges, minus q and plus q respectively, when system of two equal and opposite charge are separated by some finite distance. Such an arrangement is called as electric dipole. So we can have a definition of electric dipole is like that: when two equal and opposite charges are separated by finite distance, okay, such arrangement is called electric dipole. This is a system of two equal and opposite charge which are separated by finite distance. Such arrangement is called electric dipole. Let us consider this to be a center of this dipole system. The center of dipole system is say over here. So from center, distance of each charge is say equals to a. This is distance of each charge from the center a. So distance between these two charges will be equal to 2a. Okay, so 2a is a distance between these two charges. O is the center of the system, and each charge minus q and plus q, they are having equal magnitude, are separated by say distance a from the center. Distance between two charges is 2a. Now these kind of arrangements are called electric dipole. Why we are studying this topic? Why there is so much importance of electric dipole? One may ask question that we have already gone through point charge and we know almost everything. What is electric field due to point charge? What is electric field due to system of point charge? Then what is point in studying this concept? Because in most of the cases around us, we will get these charges in a form of dipole. Around us, whatever are the element, what are the bonds they are making with each other and forming compounds, the atoms they form bonds like covalent bond, ionic bond, they will always make this kind of arrangement where there are negative and positive charges separated by some finite distance. You call them as polar molecule in your chemistry. So those polar molecules, what are the electric field produced by those polar molecule? That is important because in most of the cases we are not coming across a single atom or single electron or a single proton, but rather we are coming across those molecules and they are in somewhat this kind of dipolic state. So we have to understand what is electric field due to this electric dipole. For example, water molecule is an example of electric dipole. Then hydrochloride, we can say hydrochloric acid, molecule of hydrochloric acid is an example of electric dipole. So there are many other examples as well of electric dipole, and we'll have to find what is electric field due to all those dipoles. Now, whenever we discuss electric dipole, the one quantity that gives an idea about the strength of dipole and is nothing else but called as electric dipole moment. Now this is very important quantity, electric dipole moment, and we denote it with small p, and I have drawn this arrow over that small p. It clearly indicates that this quantity, electric dipole moment, is a vector quantity. So electric dipole moment is nothing else but product of magnitude of one of the charge. Say if this charge is minus 2 coulomb and this charge is plus 2 coulomb, then you will write down 2 over here. It is a product of magnitude of one of the charge and distance between them. Electric dipole moment is product of magnitude of one of the charge and the distance between them. Okay, so this is nothing else but electric dipole moment. But still this definition is incomplete because this definition gives you an idea about the magnitude of electric dipole moment. What is the direction? So electric dipole moment is always directed from negative to positive charge. See that electric dipole moment is vector quantity, as I have already discussed. It is vector quantity and it is directed from negative to positive charge. Electric dipole moment is a vector quantity and it is directed from negative to positive charge. So you have now a brief idea about electric dipole. Electric dipole is what? Electric dipole is a system of two charges, negative and positive, separated by some finite distance. Okay. In electric dipole, the strength of dipole, how stronger is this dipole, we have an idea of that strength using this quantity which is called electric dipole moment. More is the electric dipole moment, higher is the strength of dipole, will come across that also. So electric dipole moment P is Q into 2A. It is product of magnitude of one of the charges with the distance between them. Electric dipole moment is a vector quantity and it is directed from negative charge to positive charge. So you have a basic idea about electric dipole. Now, just as I say electric dipole moment is a vector quantity, so it will behave just as other vectors. You can have a component of those vectors, you can add two vectors like that way. Suppose I'll give you one example. You have this kind of arrangement of charge, say the arrangement of three charges over here on right angle I have placed minus 2q charge, and on these two vertices, say I am having plus q charge. This is isosceles right angle triangle with these two sides equals to say D, and question to you is that you have to find the dipole moment of this system. How you will find out dipole moment of this system? Now this is very simple question. It has been asked in various exams as well. So in JEE also it would have been asked, in NEET also it has been asked. This right angle triangle, very simple question. So whenever I see this system very closely, I find this minus 2q charge can be divided into two separate minus q charges. So there are basically two dipoles. One is this from minus q to plus q with this dipole moment P1 equals to charge and distance between them, that is D. There is one more dipole like this way, minus q and plus q, P2, even this is equal to QD, but it is say directed like this way in upward direction, and you need to find out the resultant dipole moment of a system. So how I will find out the resultant dipole moment of the system? So there are two dipoles basically, P1 and P2. Both are equal to Q into D. Angle between them is 90 degree. So the resultant dipole vector P is nothing else but vector P1 plus vector P2. We already know how to find out the magnitude of resultant. It is P1 square plus P2 square plus 2P1 P2 cos theta. In this case will be how much? It will be cos 90. As we all know that cos 90 will be 0, so this entire term will become 0. So it is just under root P1 square plus P2 square. P1 P2 both are equal. So you can write it down as under root 2P1 square. So it is basically root 2 into P1. P1 or P2, both of them are equal to what? QD. So resultant dipole moment of this system is root 2 QD. What will be the direction of resultant dipole moment? That can also be easily found. This will be the direction of resultant, we can say, dipole moment P, and its magnitude is root 2 times QD. So you can see that just as we add two vectors, we have to add two dipole moment vectors P1 and P2, and we can find out the value of resultant dipole moment. Similar question can be asked. Say now this is one equilateral triangle with each side equals to D now, and we are also having like this way three charges minus 2q plus q and plus q. Now I hope that you can understand what I will do. I will split this minus 2q into two parts, minus q, and eventually I will have two dipoles. This is first dipole, this one is second dipole, minus q2 plus q, even this is minus q2 plus q. This P1 will be equal to what? QD. This P2 will also be equals to what? QD, and angle between them will be 60 degree, and the resultant dipole moment P again is under root P1 square plus P2 square plus 2 P1 P2 cos 60 P1 square. Even for P2 square I can write down P1 square because the magnitude are same. 2 P1 P2 is again P1 square, cos 60 is 1 by 2, 2 will get cancelled, so it is under root 3 P1 square. So basically it is root 3 QD, like this way. I can find out this resultant dipole moment. It is root 3 QD. So just as you add two vectors, you just have to add two dipole moment vector and you have to find out the resultant dipole moment of a system. Now, I hope this is clear to you. This kind of question can easily be solved by you. There can be question or there is a small topic which is also given in textbook or some of the reference book. They have given one term to us and that is point dipole. Just as we know that dipole moment P is Q into 2a, direction also is negative to positive, where Q is what? Magnitude of one of the charge and 2a is what? Distance between those two charges. From name itself it is quite clear that if I bring this minus Q and plus Q charges very close to each other, if I decrease this distance say to very small value, then this arrangement can be regarded as a single point only. Of course, it is not a single point. Location of two charges still is different, but they are very close to each other. Such arrangement is called as point dipole. So, condition for point dipole is that distance 2a should tend to 0. Now, tend to 0, we all know that tend to means it is nearing 0, but it is not equal to 0. So, distance is tending towards the 0. It is very small. Then some may ask me questions, if this 2a is very near to 0, this dipole moment will also be nearly equal to 0. In that case, there will be no meaning of such dipoles because strength will be too weak so that they cannot produce the effect around it. So in order to have some, we can say, visible effect of this dipole, it has to have some dipole moment, some large value of dipole moment, and if you are making this distance a very small number, then this charge should be very large number, say 10 to infinity, such that their product will be substantially large enough so that they can produce effect around it. So point dipole is a dipole in which two charges, two very large charges are separated by very small distance. Such arrangement will be called as what? It is nothing else but point dipole. Now, what are the units of dipole moment? What is the unit of dipole moment? So SI unit of dipole moment, of course it is a product of charge and distance. So SI unit is what? Coulomb into meter. SI unit is coulomb into meter. But you are using other unit as well. In chemistry you are using unit dBi. Sometimes we define dipole as say plus 4d, 2d like that way. So dBi is another unit of what? Electric dipole moment. How much is the 1 dBi? It is 10 to the power minus 10 electrostatic unit into angstrom. 10 to the minus 10 ESU into angstrom. 1 ESU, we all know how much is that? It is 3 into 10 to the power minus 9 coulomb, and 1 angstrom is 10 to the power minus 10 meter. So 1 dBi basically 10 to the power minus 10 into 3 into 10 power minus 9 into 10 power minus 10 coulomb meter. So roughly it is basically I think 1 by 3. So it is 1 by 3 into 10 to the power minus 29 coulomb meter, approximately 3.33 into 10 to the power minus 10 coulomb meter. Just for the sake of information I am giving you this data. basically we will use only this data only, that is coulomb meter, but sometime you come across unit as dBi in your chemistry, so there is a small explanation that 1 dBi is basically a other unit of electric dipole moment only. So basically we have finished with the introductory part of electric dipole, and now we will have to come across the various important topic of electric dipole. So the first important topic of electric dipole is electric field due to electric dipole. Now this is very important topic. You may have two questions which can come as a theory derivation in your boards as well, and even it is useful conceptual topic for your JEE and NEET. Suppose that I am having these two charges minus Q and plus Q, and as discussed that they are separated by say distance 2a, this will be a direction of my dipole moment vector P from negative to positive. Now this line which is you are getting by joining these two charges, this line which we are getting by joining these two charges is defined as axis of dipole. What do we mean by axis of dipole? Axis of dipole is a line that can be obtained by joining two charges. So for any dipole you will have only a single axis, because that is a basic mathematical principle that if you are having 2 points, then you can only get one line which is passing through both those points. And suppose I have another line which is passing through the center of dipole and perpendicular to axis, this line is called equator of dipole. So this line which is, we can say, joining the two charges is called axis of dipole, and this line which is perpendicular to axis and passing through center, there can be many equators, but this line, all the lines which are there in this plane is basically equatorial plane. Okay, so suppose you are having like this way three-dimensional system, this x, y and z axis, and if you place your dipole along x-axis, if you are placing your dipole along x-axis, then x-axis will of course be your axis of dipole, and this plane yz plane, this yz plane is nothing else but your equatorial plane. Okay, so all the line, this y-axis, even this z-axis, other line which are there in yz plane but which are passing through this center, they all will be called as what? Equator of dipole. So axis of dipole is nothing else but line which is joining the two charges, and equator of dipole is a line which can be obtained by drawing a line which is perpendicular to axis and which is passing through the center of dipole. We will have to find out electric field on both the point, on axis of dipole as well and on equator of dipole, and then we will have one general formula using which you can find out electric field anywhere in space in electric dipole. Now, the first theory that we will be discussing is electric field on axis of dipole. These are three-dimensional space, say x-axis, y-axis, and this one is z-axis, and I have this small dipole which I have placed along z-axis. So my direction of dipole moment negative to positive will be towards the z-axis. I have placed this dipole in such a way. I hope it is visible to you. You can zoom. You can pause your screen and zoom it. Okay, because I will require more space for derivation. This A is the distance from center to each charge. So over here dipole moment P will be Q into 2A, and direction of your dipole moment unit vector P will be along Z axis. Okay, dipole I have placed along the Z axis. So Z axis will behave as an axis of dipole. X axis and Y axis now will be an equator. First, I am trying to find out electric field at any point on axis. Let us say this is that point. This is that point. We can call this point say equals to A. I want to find out electric field at this point A. So what will be your approach? This point A is a distance Z from the center of dipole. This point A, where I want to find out electric field, is a distance Z from this center of dipole. What should be my approach? First of all, I will use my basic methods. I know how to find out electric field due to point charges. Dipole is also assembly of 2 point charges, minus q and plus q. So what I will do, I will find out electric field at this point A due to positive charge first. Then I will find out electric field due to negative charge. And my final electric field will be the vector sum of both the electric field. So electric field due to this plus q charge at this point A, electric field due to this plus q charge at this point A is always radially outward. So it will be this one, E plus. What will be the value of E plus? K Q square of distance. Distance of plus Q and point A will be this distance Z minus this distance A, so Z minus A the whole square. And what is the direction of electric field? It is along Z axis, or in other words I can say it is along the dipole moment. So for direction I can write down as P cap. Now this is the electric field due to positive charge E plus. What is electric field due to negative charge? That also I have to find out, E minus. Now this is negative charge E minus. Due to this negative charge, electric field at this point will be towards that negative charge. E minus, it will be towards that negative charge. And how much will be that? Again K Q divided by square of distance. Now this distance from negative charge to this point A, it is this much Z plus this additional distance A, so it is Z plus A the whole square. And what will be direction? Direction is opposite to P, so for direction I can write down minus of P cap. So E plus is electric field at point A due to this plus Q charge, that is KQ by Z minus A the whole square P cap. E minus is electric field at this point A due to this minus Q charge, that is minus KQ upon Z plus A the whole square P cap. Now find out these two fields, E plus and E minus. Of course their intensity will be different, right? Because over here distance is smaller and over here distance is larger, so intensities will be different. So resultant electric field at this point A, I will write down E as vector sum of electric field due to positive charge and electric field due to negative charge. Net electric field at point A will be E plus plus E minus vector sum of both. I can write down value of both the electric field KQ upon z minus a the whole square p cap minus kq upon z plus a the whole square into p cap. Now I just have to solve this to get the value of electric field. From this I can take kq common, 1 upon z minus a the whole square minus 1 upon z plus a the whole square into p cap. This will be left. Again kq z plus a the whole square, just I am cross multiplying it, minus z minus a the whole square, z minus a the whole square into z plus a the whole square into p cap. You are getting this? Now it will be kq. You will have to expand this term z plus a the whole square. What that will be? Z square plus 2az plus a square minus this will be z square minus 2az plus a square upon a plus b, a minus b, z plus a the whole square into z minus a the whole square, a plus b into a minus b is what? A square minus b square. So it is basically z square minus a square, but both of them are squared already, so it is square of that entire term. Getting it? So it will be, of course, we'll have to write down p cap over here, which indicates the direction. kq z square plus 2az plus a square. Now I will open this bracket, so minus z square minus minus plus 2az minus a square upon z square minus a square the whole square into p cap. Now clearly over here plus z square minus z square plus a square minus a square will cancel out. What will be left in the equation now? Tell me, what is electric field E? It will be kq 2az plus 2az. I will write down like this way, 2 times 2az. It doesn't matter that I write down like this way. It is 2 times 2az z square minus a square the whole square into p cap. Getting this? This is the electric field. Now arrange this term in this way, 2kq. I have taken this 2 outside, 2kq into this 2a into z upon z square minus a square the whole square into p cap. Now what does this q into 2a mean? Q into 2a, we already know product of charge and distance between them is nothing else but dipole moment p. And when I write dipole moment p, so I can write down this direction above this p only, so no need to write down p cap now. So this will be 2kpz z square minus a square the whole square. This is electric field on axis of dipole. And if this z is very much greater than a, if this z distance, you already know what is z, distance of point where you want to find out electric field from center of dipole, if this distance is very large as compared to the length of dipole, then z square minus a square can be considered nearly equal to z square. As z square will be too large, so a square can be neglected. So in that case, electric field at axis will get limited to 2kpz z square the whole square, that is z raised to 4. You can cancel out one z, then electric field will be 2kp by z cube. Now this is electric field, expression for electric field on axis of dipole. Very important concept, you will have to go through this. Okay.